Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First, a disclaimer about this video. I didn't look up a lot of facts or research about it. I did a little bit, but not as much as I should have. I really procrastinated with that part. Basically, this video is about climate change / global warming, the environment, and the earth. It just all corresponds. That was a really weird accent. It all corresponds with each other in this video, so wish me luck. I'm just basically I can't talk today. I can't talk. Basically, I'm giving my opinion on what I think that's going on in society today and what we need to do. Alright, so let's just start off with, I guess, Earth in general. Let's just start off with that. I think for a long time now, not even just our century, our generation, but I think that we don't take care of the planet. I'm not saying everyone, I'm just saying a vast majority of the population throughout the whole entire planet, not just America. I'm talking about every other country in the world. Also, I know that other countries do not have as many of the resources that we have. Basically, yeah, other countries don't have as much of the resources as we do in America, but I still feel like there are ways you can take care of the planet. One example is driving your car less. I feel like if you are able to walk to a place, like say if you had to quickly run to the grocery store, I'm like, I have to go pick up milk, and it's like a 5-minute drive, maybe a 10-minute walk away, I think that you should walk. Because if you're going just for one thing that is fully capable for you to carry, I feel like you should just walk, because not only are you wasting your money by using your gas, but you're also polluting the air, and I think if that can be prevented, it would make a big difference. Like, one little thing can make a huge difference. Another thing is turning off your lights or anything that you're not using. Like, if you're not in the room, why leave your TV on? If you're leaving the house, why leave your lights on if it's perfectly bright outside with the sun? And waste electricity, you know, and also rack up your bill. Like, trust me, I'm a person, I pay a lot of bills in the house, and yeah, if you can narrow that down a little bit, it would honestly save your butt so much money. Those are two examples. Another example is to recycle and to pick up your trash, because I've noticed, like, when I'm walking down the street, because I walk to work, or I live really close to work. I don't have a car either way, but I would still walk because it's super close. So I walk to work, and as I'm walking, there are times I see trash on the ground or a can or something, and there's a trash can right there. And I'm not sure if, you know, the trash, you know, flew from a different area in the area, but I feel like it takes 2 seconds out of your life to just pick up that trash and just throw it in the trash can. And that's what kind of annoys me when you see all this trash and all that around you, and I'm like, is it really that hard to, like, throw something away? Like, and it's also another example when at my job, I work at a grocery store, so at one period of time I used to do carts. Like, I strictly would do carts or bag because I didn't know register. So I would be outside, and there are times in the carts I would pick up trash off the ground or pick it out of the cart, and I'm like, is it really that hard when you put your cart in, like, the cart corral, to just take the trash out of your cart and put it in the trash can, which is right in the cart corral? That's what I don't understand. And there's actually, if I can find it, it was on my Snapchat a while back, a picture of my cart corrals, and there was literally newspapers and circulars and everything in a cart corral. And if I can insert the picture, I'll insert it here. Now, when I saw that, I posted a caption in the picture, so you can read that if you like. You can pause the video and read it. But I saw that and I'm like, really? Like, why would you let that collect up over time? That could have been prevented. Like, it's not that hard to throw out your trash. Like, come on, people. Like, seriously? But, you know, that's on that topic. I'm a really big person with recycling. If in my house, if it can be recycled, it will be. And my mom could tell you, literally, there are times where she would throw something in the trash can. And not saying if it's like buried deep in there and I didn't even know, I'm not gonna like go out of my way to like dig in the trash for like recyclable items. But if it's sitting on the tab, like she just threw it in, or I noticed it was in there, I will pull it out of the trash can and put it in the recycling. Like, I'm not even kidding. So I'm really big on recycling. Another, I guess, I'm trying to figure out where to put, like, to take this video, because I should have researched more. I'm gonna like sneeze. No, I'm not. Pineapple. I don't know if anyone that works, but it does. I looked up like an article, and I jotted down in my notes on my laptop about climate change, and I'm not sure if these are all legit or not, but it was just one little article, but it was in 2015. I'm gonna read you bits and pieces of this little article thing that I wrote. Climate change is a change in the global or regional climate patterns. So basically, like, the weather is just different, like, and it slowly progresses over time. Like, there's different stages of it, I would say. There, you wouldn't see like a tremendous like change over maybe a year or 2 years, but the thing is, like, that's what I feel like people don't understand about climate change, and I think that's why people think that it's such a, you know, myth or whatever you consider it. But I think it's legit. I think it's happening. I'm not a climatologist. I'm not environmentalist. I'm not into that. Well, I'm into it, but I'm not, you know, a professional. So I don't know the whole facts behind everything and how things actually work. But it's just my own opinion. I think it's happening, and I think that we need to make a change. And this summer, I would say, I don't know how many times, but it's rained a lot, and it's been hot, and I feel like it's rained more than it has last year. I don't know if anyone can back me up on that, but I just think there's something different. And not only in my area, like in my state, I think that in other states, like there was in, what was it? Oh my gosh, what state was it? It was down by Virginia, but it wasn't Virginia. Towards like the south, but you know, around Virginia, North Carolina area. There was a state down there, and there was tornadoes. There was, I think, 2 tornadoes that hit there, and they've never had a tornado, at least not in a long time. And when I saw that, I think that, in my opinion, is a sign that climate change is real. Like, something is happening. And it was also in other countries just reported like tsunamis and stuff, and like really bad weather conditions, things that are happening that I think are a part of global warming and climate change. And I feel like people that, particularly probably the people that don't think it's legit global warming or climate change, that don't think it's real, but I think that those are the people that are like, oh, it's no big deal, it's just Mother Nature. But yeah, it's Mother Nature, but maybe you should like think about like what it's actually doing. Don't just think about what's currently happening, but think about the future, because you may think, oh, it's not that bad now, this is blah blah blah. But the thing is, if we don't act now, the future, it would be too late. Like, you should not wait to make a change in any aspect of things. Like, you shouldn't wait. Like, if something's not right, or you feel like you need to help out with something, make a change. Basically, like, don't wait until like the last minute, because when it comes to the environment and the earth, it is really important, because this is our home. And it's just like, let's an example. It's just like your home, the house you live in. Think of the earth as a house you live in. Would you want your house to be covered in trash, pollution, dirt, and all that? Like, would you want it to be a mess? Would you want it to be unlivable? And you would probably say, no, I want my house to be clean, organized, neat, like nice. And that's the same thing we should think about Earth as, because it is our home. We live here, we inhabit it, and we should take care of it. If it was possible, like if it was possible for people to like leave Earth, I'd be like, those people that don't want to take care of it, get the hell out of here. If you're gonna live here, we should take care of it. It's just like your own house at home. Like, take care of where you live. 2015, I'm just reading this article, like things I took from this article. In 2015, heat waves in Pakistan and India killed more than 1,000 people. And in living history, the rainforest in Washington State's Olympic National Park caught fire. London reached 98 degrees Fahrenheit during the hottest July day ever recorded in the UK. Now those were just like bits I took from the article, just about like things that are happening that don't normally happen. Like, you know, the Olympic National Park in Washington caught fire in living history for the first time, and it's never happened. And that's a sign that temperatures are getting hotter. And not only if temperatures get hotter, that only, you know, makes our lives different, and, you know, could either kill people, evaporate water, which is another resource that we need to survive, like desperately need to survive on, because we cannot live without it. And that's the thing, when temperatures rise in degrees in Fahrenheit, that means things are getting hotter. That means less water because it's getting evaporated. And that's another thing. California, right now, I believe it is still, in parts of it, is suffering from the worst drought in a millennium. And it said a 50-acre bush fire swelled 70-fold, which I'm guessing is an area, in a matter of hours. And it also the fire went across I-15 freeway during rush hour traffic. Now, this article basically I think is from 2015, or it's just basing stuff off from then, I'm not sure. But forest fires are another big part that connects to climate change and global warming. Fire is like one of the things in life that can be so detrimental. And it's not only in California that I've seen, because I've watched the news briefly here and there. I don't watch it a lot, but I've watched it here and there, and I've seen like the fires in California. And it's destroying homes, destroying wildlife, forests that are trees that, you know, produce us oxygen, and it's, you know, killing people, and all in all. And people think, like again I said, people that think global warming and climate change aren't happening are probably thinking, oh, it could have been some kid or something set a fire, or it could have been a house fire, like a stove caught on fire or something like that. And very well, yes, that could be possible, that's how a fire can start. But a forest fire that literally goes over 50 acres and then it hits a highway, which not only can cause accidents, death, and everything, and just basically destruction, you want to get down to it. But I think that, yeah, it could have been set by, you know, a human could have like accidentally made it happen. But I don't think a fire is that long a period, like a long spans of time and, you know, miles. I think that it was caused by nature. I think that it was just too hot and it just sparked flame fire. Then they were hit with an intense, unheard of summer rain. And also, Puerto Rico is under the strictest water rationing in history. Yeah, I'm just basically kind of reading facts off, or reading like parts of this article that I looked up the other day. this video probably, hopefully, will make sense or not sense. I don't know, because I'm not really like, I didn't really prepare myself for this video, even though, excuse me. Another thing about climate change that I want to address is sea level rise. And if I just want to, you know, dumb it down a little, basically temperature goes up in the atmosphere, icebergs melt, which causes the seas to rise. That's basically a simple way to say it. Because over time, which is like a few years, I should just say, and I don't have a specific, you know, timeline or facts or anything about this. This is just my personal opinion on this. Is I think that a lot of the ice caps are melting and sea level is rising. And I think that maybe in the next year or 5 years, but maybe in the next 10 or 20 years, the sea levels will rise at least probably 5 feet, maybe. Because in this article, that was James Hansen, who was a former NASA climatologist, who in 1988 had brought climate change like to the public. There was a research about, you know, sea level rise, and I'm not sure what the previous prediction of it was. Coast of Antarctica suggests means sea level could rise 10 times faster than previously predicted, and I'm not sure what the previous one was, but it said 10 feet by 2065. And people are like, 10 feet, not that big of a deal. 2065, that's a while away. I'll probably be dead by then. I mean, in my opinion, when 2065 comes around, it is 2017 right now, so I possibly could still be alive. I'll probably be in my 70s. So if you think about it, like you're thinking, I'm not thinking me personally about like sea levels rising, and you know, it could affect me because, you know, I'll be at the last leg of my life. But I'm just thinking about my children and my grandchildren. That's what I'm thinking about. And I'm also thinking about like all like the coastal cities like California, New Jersey, New York, Florida, all of them. And I'm thinking, if sea levels rise, that will literally take away like a lot of the places that people enjoy to go to, like going to New York and seeing the Statue of Liberty, going to California and enjoying the beautiful beaches, going to Florida and seeing the beaches, and, you know, Disneyland. And also one of my favorite places, the Jersey Shore, which I've gone to ever since I was a kid. And knowing the idea of those beaches being like, you know, just gone because of sea level rise in the water, it's just crazy. I think that it can be either prevented or it can be delayed by so much, because at some point, I feel like this, and it's happened with the dinosaurs and the cavemen and stuff, I feel like at some point our generation will go extinct. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, but I know at some point the earth something will happen and the earth will correct itself. Because I think that's what happened with the dinosaurs. I think it could have been a meteor, it could have been something, disease or something, but I felt like when that happened, it was like Mother Nature was like correcting itself, and it was just, you know, wiping out most of the population of the species, and then I started over again. And that's what I feel like will happen with us. And again, I'm not sure when or why or how, but that's what I think. Hopefully it'll get in someone's head to recycle more. If it can be recycled, recycle it. Drive less, use less fossil fuels, and stop polluting the air with your cars. And, you know, find other means of, you know, energy sources like solar panels or windmills, like water mills, like they use at farms and stuff. It's another one. Electric cars, you know, hybrid cars, that could help. Walk. If you can walk, go walk. And walking is really good for you. It's exercise. And, you know, maybe the less cars you drive, the more fresh air there will be. So basically, I just want to say that I think climate change and global warming is a thing, and I think it's happening currently right beneath our feet, right in the air that we breathe, and we need to make a difference, and we need to stop, and we need to really think about the earth and what we're doing to it. We live here, and if you're going to live here on this planet, you should take care of it like it's your own child. Because, hello people, if we don't act now, it could be too late tomorrow. Every day that we waste just putting it off and putting it off, just like a school project, sooner or later it's going to come and hit you in the face. And what are you going to do then? Because I don't even know. So act now before it's too late and not regret it later. So basically that's today's video. If you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe, because I noticed that on YouTube, I just noticed that you can actually see how many people that watch are subscribed and how many that aren't. And I realized that a lot of people that watched my last video were not subscribed. Only like 11 views were subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, and leave me a little comment, because I love to read your comments. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.